got your food. You don't have to hide, I promise. I've got your food. Oh, she goes, I'm gonna hide. But you know, that was better than... I got to see her at least. And she ate everything we gave her. She'll come back out soon. I'm sure if I sat down, she would come back out. But since I'm leaving to do the normal shopping thing today, I don't quite have time to do that. Anyway, I love you, girl. Morning. Good morning, everyone. Don't we miss the days of kitties being at the door in the morning? But you know, the good thing about the time change is the rooster's not showing up new time. He's still showing up old time. Come on, move off the step. I actually had to touch him with my foot. It wouldn't move off the step for me. Thank you for pulling Ruby out. You're welcome, sweetheart. Morris. Morris, buddy, come here. Come here, Morris. Come on. Morris. Morris. Morris, come on, bud. Come on. Let's get you safe up top. Oh, what a cute stretch. Let's get you safe up top, buddy. Come on. Come on. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Marty, you gonna show him the way? Come on, Marty. Show him the way. Morris, come on, bud. Marty's coming. Come on, Mart. Come on. There we go. Nothing like having to talk him into coming to eat. It's the rooster. And a little bit that Dawn walked past. Hi. Marty already ate inside, but that's not going to stop him from eating again. All right, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Where are you going, Marty? Hey, bud. I don't know if you could tell that on camera, but he went for a sweet gum ball and had him a grand 10-second romp there. He's doing it again. Well, that is really good. Oh, and now we're going to go to the bathroom? No, we're just going to continue to play with the sweet gum ball. Okay. It's good to see him feeling that good. We have, 5 drops of rain right now that you might be able to see in the bird bath. It was in the forecast. I ordered a couple of things, but not too much. Oh my goodness. Frisky boy, I'm liking seeing that. That makes me smile. Hi. Hello. Hi, Stripey. Hi, Stripe. You making biscuits? All right, let's catch all the pretty Bradford pears this morning in this beautiful sunshine. Ruby was sitting outside for a while. She says it's 64. I'm in short sleeves and very comfortable. We're gonna have a high in, I think I heard, low to mid 80s today. Like we could hit 85. It's March the 10th, folks. Yes, it's pretty normal for the Bradford pears to already be blooming. I would say most years, most years they're blooming by now. Usually the ornamental cherry trees bloom the first week in April. What's often Easter spring break week. And they're not out yet. They come after the Bradford pears. But yeah, it's pretty normal. But the meteorologist, Chris Michaels at WRAL this morning, he was saying that we're on target with the next 2 super hot days of being the hottest March on record since 1976. Not the hottest March ever, but since 1976. So it's starting off hot this year. But I would say living in North Carolina, yes, I'm driving right now. In North Carolina, there are so many days, so many springs where we feel like we go from winter straight to summer. There's, you know, it just happens a lot of years. We would love to have consistent 65 to 75 degree days for a month, you know, with an occasional 60 and an occasional 80. But we so often don't get that here. It seems like, you know, we get the pretty trees and they either get killed by a one night Canadian cold front air snap, you know, cold snap, or they get so hot they die quicker. You know, it's one or the other. The flowers are really hard pressed to stay looking proper, but the typical or the average date, I think that's the right way to phrase it, of last freeze is March 31st for us. I noticed we had, but I kind of doubt it's happening now. We had a 39 degree night this week. I'm guessing I'll have to look again, but I'm guessing that's going to be in the 40s now and not 39 degrees. And then, you know, our average last frost is April 15th. So we have a lot of stuff out that normally wouldn't, you know, maybe have sprung out yet, though, like some of the Japanese maples and other things. You know, the forsythia, the Bradford pears, and the daffodils, they should all be 100% doing their thing right now. But some of the other trees putting their leaves out. I don't know what year it was, but one year we had absolutely everything out and we had a super late cold snap, and it, even on the oak trees and stuff, it killed leaves up high and burnt them out and it was a horrible year. It was just, so please let's not repeat that. You know, I got a few things in pots that I could move under the house like we did for the ice storm. That wouldn't be a super big deal. You know, just move them under the house for a night or two if we're going to have a real big cold snap. But it gets more complicated to move stuff around when it's already leafed out. Like the little trident maple in the pot down along the front of the house. It's got leaves on it now. I have to take another tour. I was a bad girl this morning and I ordered another Japanese maple. I had Emmett's pumpkin on my wish list, and I had an email notification that it came out at the 10 at 10, and I was actually sitting at my computer at 10:05 and it wasn't sold out yet. So I now have one waiting on me at open house. I still want lemon chiffon. Fireball came up this morning too, but I already had a Fireball. I don't remember if I bought it online or if I bought it when we were down there last time, but it's along the front of the house also. Yeah, so I've got pretty good plan for where about 5 of these, you know, 1 gallon maples are going in pots this first year. We'll have to see the size. It depends, you know, on what their needs are. If it's a super big 1 gallon or 1 gallon XL, I might put it in the ground. If it's a small 1 gallon and hasn't been in the pot a long time and the roots could use to develop more, I'll probably put it in a pot. Gives me flexibility to find out where in the yard it likes it. Gives me flexibility to put it along the septic tank where, you know, I can't put things in the ground and stuff like that. I will be running into Lowe's today for vermiculite because I need another wheelbarrow full of Japanese maple potting mix, and I need that for it, or I'd like to include that in my mix. It's mostly vermiculite, pine bark mulch, and a little bit of peat moss. But I might put a little bit of timberline potting soil in there because that is a very rough, lots of, you know, tree stuff, shreds in there. It's not heavy, compact kind of dirt. I don't know, you know, it's like, if I make everything where it will absolutely hold water, which is great for impatiens, for example, or coleus, then we'll have a super wet spring and things will be dying from too much water. And if I make everything super great drainage, then I'm liable to get in trouble the other way. Well, this is just grand. I forgot they were doing this. I forgot to look. I don't have 5 minutes to sit here today. I need to plug in navigation and get an autopilot. I like coming this way because it's so pretty, and it used to be faster. But now that they're putting in 400 houses, apartments, condos, residential units over here in the big fields, and they're getting ready to do the turn lanes, and they're doing the utility infrastructure and everything for that, there's just really no reason to come this way anymore. Maybe on the weekend it's okay. I've got to change my way of thinking about getting from point A to B. And if you think that I don't want those houses to go in over there, you would be 100% correct. All right, I'm all good. I've been pulsed. I'm headed to Lowe's. Yeah, this car could use a hood. Is it legal to drive it like that? You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. If it runs, it runs. I am headed to Lowe's now. I was looking at the forecast, and I hope they're wrong, but we do have 38 degrees Thursday night here, a cooler weekend, and then there were 3 nights next week, 30, 32, 33, something like that. That will potentially damage a lot of stuff if that happens. So I'll just hope they're wrong. You know, there's times you hope the weatherman is right, and there's times you hope the weatherman is wrong. That's pretty. I'm not sure how good that is for birds to use it as a bird bath, but it's pretty. Also very pretty, a japonica camellia attached to a trellis, which is a bit odd or not typical, but it's pretty. I like that one. I like the black, gray, blue sort of color. Hard to see pointing up there like that. 3-tier, 46 inches, has LED lights. I like that one. I bought this huge pot of Johnny Jump Ups for half price, and this is why. It's this really pretty blue pot. I'm going to set it on the passenger floor. I did get the Paralight and the return handled. And I'm headed over to Guardian Angel Apex now. The only other thing I bought was the Johnny Jump Up pot, which I deadheaded and do think will bloom one more time before it's finished for the season. I'm guessing fall and winter clothes are going to be discounted, so they don't have to try to hold on to them or lose them. What's it say? These are $2 on this rack, which would not be a bad deal if you saw something you wanted. 2 extra large napkins or bibs for fall. Very nice summer yellow towel. It's extra big too. A twin green comforter. There's a reason why I'm filling in here. Uranium glass. I found one of those village pieces that I usually use in the summertime. This is a nativity scene, but it doesn't scream Christmas, and I'll probably put it out with the summer pieces. And then these, not fugglers, but these other critters back here for Michelle Gibson, I think, or something. Did I mention the spiced red pepper flakes that showed up instead of a St. Patrick's Day blanket from Amazon the other day? I can't help what they put in the box. It's 10 pounds worth. 10! A young guy in a baseball cap backed his Juniper in one space over from me there at Whole Foods while I was having my snack. Using it for a daddy mobile. He had at least 1 car seat, but I think maybe 2 car seats in the back. And not sure what was going on, but they were hanging out there. It was kind of a shady spot. So I did notice a lot of Yoshino cherry trees starting to bloom. And that is 2 weeks early. They do not, usually the Bradford pears are done before the Yoshino cherries start. So I'm surprised. All of these very white ones are Bradfords. If you see less dense blooming and a slight pink tint, those are probably Yoshino cherries. The old Harris Teeter storefront in Fuquay has Yoshino cherries out front. But yeah, I think we're in trouble with those cold temps we're going to get next week. Hope not, but it's a definite possibility. I'm almost home, and I admit I've got the yawns. I think losing a little bit of sleep over the last couple of nights is catching up with me now. Plus it's afternoon and it's warm and I could use another coffee. But I just saw that there's an accident at Old Honeycutt and Purfoy. That's that intersection we go through there where they're putting in the new Lowe's Foods on the way to the Garden Hut or Kohl's or the Greenway. There are injuries and the whole intersection is closed, and the person that was reporting it on Facebook said that, you know, there's people trying to get to pick up their kids at school and they're going to be late. Nothing to be done about it. I did find that Vance, you know, when the kids were in elementary school, or even, you know, WIMLA in downtown Raleigh, that they did kind of in the office keep track of major traffic snarls, because I'm sure it was, you know, not their first rodeo when there would be an accident and parents would be delayed. I certainly had to call a time or two to say, you know, I left on time, seriously, or early, but I can't, you know, I'm not going to get there on time because of road conditions, accidents, you know, too much traffic. Oh, we got off the mower to pick up trash. Impressive. Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
How are you?
Doing good. What about my girl?
Good. A little sleepy. I think that little bit.
Sunny.
Yeah. Well, we got up at 7:30 today, but that was really 6:30.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
can I just take a nap, please?
It'll take a couple more days and then you'll be...
Yeah, at least, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of time before dinner. St. Louis pork ribs are done. But I'm going to start on this, these last steps to finish this section. See how far I get. All right. I got it done, except for I need a pirate. It goes up to build that peak there, but I got it, you know, I got this level all topped out. But there is, as you can see, a pirate. I got lots of pirate minifigures. I just need to find one.